Hey Joe, how's it going? Thanks for hopping on today. How's your day going so far?
Good, thank you.
Cool, awesome. Well, the goal of this quick call is just to go over your experience working with Ecom Wealth Automation so others can get a real understanding and your honest story of what it actually sounds like, if that's okay.
Oh, that sounds great. Happy to help.
Cool. Cool, awesome. Let's just jump right into it. Before working with Ecom Wealth Automation, what were you looking for specifically?
Yeah, I was just looking for another way to diversify income, right? It's I've got a couple of opportunities that I've invested in now, and it's just one more thing that can be hands off and, generate revenue. So that's one of the things that I was looking for getting into ecom. That market's certainly just a growing industry, and certainly as retail, it becomes less and less.
Okay, cool. Awesome. And then what made you choose us over any other programs or opportunities out there on the market right now?
Sure, it's you come across one on social media, and then all of a sudden you're bombarded with different companies doing the same thing as far as their ad spend goes. I actually spoke with a handful of different companies. It's pretty interesting how multiple companies have a similar type of business model, yet how they operate so differently. Your transparency from the businesses that you had currently worked with and kind of what you had done is really what made me comfortable in moving forward with you guys.
Cool. Awesome. Well, we're glad to have you. So, well, also, what was the onboarding process and setup like for you?
I wouldn't consider myself a tech guy. Definitely navigate a computer and things, but it's very straightforward. All of the videos from setting up your eBay to AutoDS and everything else, it's a step-by-step process. It's extremely simple, and the guide is laid out there for you on
Mhm.
a video. So it's extremely simple.
Okay, cool. Perfect. And then as far as your time so far with us, how hands-off has it been compared to what you expected it to be?
It's very hands off. In the beginning, getting some accounts set up and verifying ID and some of those type things takes a few minutes. Once you get that set up and once everything's running smoothly, it can be as hands off as you want it to be. I get on just to kind of see what's moving, what's selling every day. I kind of take a look at it. That's because I choose to, not necessarily because I need to.
Cool. Awesome. So it's pretty much what you expected and hoped for with the partnership so far?
Exactly.
Okay, cool. And then as far as getting up and running, how long did it take for you to see your first sales?
I'm going to ballpark this one, but I believe we started at the first of the week, probably Monday, Tuesday, and I believe we sold the product within 7 days. And that's from opening the eBay, Auto DS, and everything else. And I know we had products listed and sold 7, maybe 10 days max.
Cool, perfect. And then as far as the results time frame, were you surprised with the outcome or is that kind of what you expected?
Um, I really wasn't sure what to expect. I really don't shop on eBay, so I really wasn't sure what to expect. It succeeded, one, from the amount of listings that you guys put on as your account confidence grows with eBay,
Yeah.
the amount of products listed in that. I'm surprised actually at the volume and how quickly it's growing.
Cool, awesome. And then also with this industry, obviously there's a lot of people that, worry that it might be too risky to get into or, a lot of scams out there. What would you say to those people?
Sure, and I completely agree, and that's I like I said I had multiple calls with multiple different vendors, and certainly just trying to find the ones that are transparent and telling the truth. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is,
Hmm.
and that's where I steered away from some of the other companies and vendors. With you guys, I feel like we're on track and pace about what you had initially stated. That has made me even more confident in moving forward with you guys is that you didn't promise the moon that, this is our pace, this is our goal.
Hmm.
And by this time, we hope to be at, a couple of thousand net profit per month and, just continue to grow from there. And we're turning right on those numbers. I think everything has been expectations were set appropriately and you're following through with what you'd stated.
Cool, awesome. Happy to hear that. And then as far as, someone who may be on the fence about joining, what would you say to them?
It's everybody's financial situation is a little bit different. If it's something that you're just nervous or not sure about, I would absolutely. When the time is right for them personally, I think your organization, there's absolutely no hesitance that I wouldn't recommend anyone to go ahead and move forward with you guys. Based on my personal experience, it's been great.
Cool, awesome. So overall, you would do it all over again if you had the opportunity to?
Absolutely.
Cool. Awesome. Well, thanks again for sharing. I really appreciate you taking the time out of your day to hop on this quick call and go over that. I do feel like people are going to get a ton of value from hearing this and, help them make their decision. But that's it. And thanks again.
Yeah, you got it. Thank you.